Hey everybody, I am with Dan at Allegedly. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm sure a lot of you already watch him. He is the best at walking and talking, holding a phone, and he's got beautiful background. So we're going to attempt to walk down Los Angeles sidewalk with some beautiful background and talk, because what's going on in Florida with the hurricane?
Yeah, we were talking about how crazy it was.
How important it is to be prepped for that, because Dan is prepped. I was really impressed with it, hearing him talk about what he's doing.
Well, here's the thing. Here in California, we live in earthquake country. And live in an earthquake country, the thing about that is that you have to have an earthquake kit, because we have no idea when it's going to hit us. Well, the people in Florida need to be prepared for hurricanes. And now, here's the thing. Right now, Hurricane Ian has been like any other storm. And Governor DeSantis just issued a statement, says it was a 500-year flood. So we are seeing absolutely crazy times right now with this. We're seeing, the complete infrastructure of an entire state destroyed right now. And the importance of prepping, the importance of getting yourself ready for any catastrophe that could happen. If you don't think that this banking nightmare is going to happen, you're kidding yourself. But think about it. These poor people that are living in Florida right now, you think they're going to the bank today? They're not going to school.
Absolutely
they're not going to the grocery store. It is over with, guys. And it's going to be over with for till God knows when. So if this is not a good warning sign for you guys, nothing will be a good warning sign. And I love Chris's channel. I've been following it for quite some time. You've got to be ready, and you can't be ready enough. Now, I was telling Chris, if you were at my house and you were staying there and we had an earthquake, we could live there for a month. But what I've done over the last 2 years is I've made it so that I could live in my home. I've got food, I've got water, I've got ways to cook things, stoves, everything, so that we could live for basically a year at my house. And as long as it's standing, as long as we could, get through that, we could do that. So
what's the downside to that? That's the question.
You know what?
What is the downside?
Okay, and I told Chris this one too. Here's the thing. I have a brother who's a very successful guy, and about 3 years ago, he said, "Listen, you really need to get yourself financially ready for everything, and you need to pay off all your credit card debt. You need to set money aside. You need to get cash out of the bank so that you can be prepared for a rainy day, whenever that may come." And again, it may be a Hurricane Ian, that's that rainy day, or it could be an earthquake, or it could be the bank collapse, it could be something. And the downside is that there is no downside. I have no debt, that's the downside. I sleep better at night. We were talking about my physical fitness. I'm gonna work on my physical fitness, and then I think everything's gonna be perfect right now. But the point is that we, right now, there's no downside to being, fiscally, financially, and socially ready for everything that's going to go on. By the way, guys, we're right near LAX, so literally right behind us. Let's flip this around. You got jets landing right behind us, guys. It's absolutely amazing. So cool. Really cool. Kind of loud, but one of these things that as you get yourself ready, you're going to feel better. Get rid of stuff you don't need. The one thing I tell people on my channel is, get yourself away from stuff you don't need. Look at the garage. Look at the toys you don't use, whether it's bicycles, golf clubs, sporting equipment, electronics, tools, things that you don't need. People still have money right now. People can still afford to buy that stuff from you. What we're starting to see in the lucrative areas, if you guys have ever seen my channel, Orange County and Newport Beach, is we're starting to see people sell the toys. They're selling the golf carts. They're selling the jet skis. They're starting to sell the things that they don't need, that are leveraged, that they cannot afford, and they're going to be on sale right now. So you can take advantage of this stuff, but I've had people, and they kind of keep track of who's got the best deal. People are selling stuff. One guy sold $500, somebody sold $800. One person got it over $1,000. Then somebody got $2,300. We had somebody from Hungary, and they said the equivalent was over $8,000, $8,300 worth of stuff they sold, golf clubs and things that they didn't need. But they go, all we did was pay down our debt and buy silver with it.
Yeah. See. And another thing, a pro is you'll beat the stock market by having food.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So far, that has been true to form.
Absolutely. And the other thing is inflation. Inflation is a boring topic. It's not exciting. It's not sexy. But it is a tax that is destroying all of us. And I don't care where you live. I don't care what you do. I don't care how much money you make. it's terrible that we have to go out and we're paying 40% more for fuel. I don't care where you are in the country right now. The fact that we have to pay more for gas and more for food, more for cheese, more for bacon, more for everything is a killer. And it gets old, guys. It really does. It's something that it's not going to go away. What the Fed is doing is going to kill us and kill this economy, as far as I'm concerned. And you know, I could go on for 3 hours about this, but you just got to be ready for this, and you've got to understand that some things right now are just not going to ease. They're not going to get better overnight.
Oh, absolutely not. And as we get into this, as it gets a little bit worse every day, you're going to realize how important it is to be prepared. Like you said, for the hurricanes, it doesn't matter. There's 1,000 black swans that could light any minute.
Absolutely. And you know what's funny? I was in a restaurant, and these two guys were looking at me laughing, and I'm thinking, oh, they're making fun of me. And then one guy came over and he goes, hey, we were betting on if it was you or not, but we wanted to tell you that we're both accountants, and we think that this is a slow-moving avalanche. This is going to break away from the hillside and then just cascade down the mountain, and you're going to see such devastation that it's going to make 2008 look good. Now, these are guys that are accountants for other people's businesses. They see the supply chain problems. They see the future problems with getting product, interest rates. Got to understand this, guys. Financing of everything, where they can play games, you can have an up day in the stock market, all right, it's up here. It's going to be, this is it, guys. This is going to be a collapse. It's going to be a financial collapse. And you can be your own central bank. You can have silver, you can have gold, but you can also have cash, green cash out of the bank. And we were talking about this. If somebody's on a fixed income, you know, maybe you make $1,500 a month. If you could put $200 aside in green cash and the ATM shut down for 10 days, you're going to live. You're going to be able to be fine. Now, you get people that may make 300 grand. Okay, think about this. I have people on my channel that have written me, told me if they didn't get paid twice, they make over $300,000 a year, they would be broke. They would be done. They wouldn't be able to finance all the bills they have. Now, there's people freaking out in your channel just saying, how insane is that? But that's the problem with it right now. People have got to get themselves financially in control. And with that, you don't know what's going to happen. These people in Florida that thought they were prepared, entire cities are wiped out. It's underwater. And if you think, okay, it's going to dry out, everything's going to be back to normal, no way, man. No way.
Well,
you know?
Where do we go from here?
Well,
what do you,
all you can do is take care of it, you know, day by day. And you know, I had somebody sit there talk about, you know, we were talking about health, we were talking about getting yourself in shape. You know, you get overweight over the course of years. Let's back up so you can walk by. You get overweight over the course of years. People get religion. Hey, I'm going to eat better and I'm going to exercise. They do it for a week and can't figure out why they don't have any results. It's not like that, guys. If you could get your life better 1% a week, think about that. In half a year, you'd be 50% better. And you've got it. It's little baby steps, but they all make a difference. And that's the thing, is people don't see the results.
Let's walk this way, give them something to look at.
Yeah, see, but people don't see the results, and then they give up. But you've got to sit there and look at your finances. Don't kid yourself. If you have a significant other in your life, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever, you've got to be on the same page financially. It will not work. Because if one person's a spend hound and one person is a saver, it's, you know, the spend hound's going to bring down the saver every time. You've got to be on the same page, and you've got to have tough decisions made. You've got to talk about, listen, we've got to get rid of the bills that you don't have. I have a friend of mine who went through, after watching my channel, she says, you know, I really sat down and did the math on it, and I got rid of everything excessive. I have 2 different gyms I'm registered to. I've got cable TV and all these different programs I have for my business, and she saved herself over $400 a month just by getting rid of those excess programs in her life.
Trim the fat.
Trim the fat.
And then subscriptions can be cut off really quick, and they can pile up really quick too. And you don't even know you're paying.
And you don't even know you're paying them. And the other thing is that when you think about this, is that it's to make a difference. People want to hit a home run. We live in a world where you've got to hit it out of the park to be successful. That's not it. It's base hits, one at a time, and then you score runs. And that's what I believe in. I believe in getting yourself ahead a little bit at a time. And if you do that, it's all going to work out. But seriously, the best advice that you can do is make sure everybody's on the same financial page. right now. Make sure that all the bills, all your, you get rid of the excess debt and stuff that you don't need, junk that you don't need. Think about how can you save money eating out? How can you eat out less? How can you do this economically? Because let's face it, Cracker Barrel, I just covered this in my video yesterday. Cracker Barrel is suffering right now. Roadside stores.
I didn't know that.
What? Oh, they're dying right now because of their biggest segment, which is retirees 65 and over, are not going to Cracker Barrel because they don't have the extra income for that.
I didn't realize
that is horrible, guys.
Hey,
when you
that's
think about
a tip.
that.
Anybody that knows somebody that's on a fixed income, check on them. Go through their bills and see what they have left over at the end of the month. One of my subscribers did that, and his parents had I want to say a couple $100 at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's all they had after they paid their bills.
I tell this story a lot in my channel. My mother was a huge Dodger fan, living here in Southern California. And the Dodgers did something pretty snarky like 5-6 years ago when they had the cable company, they had an exclusive package with the cable company. It was incredibly expensive. My mom calls on her own and says, listen, I can't afford this. You guys are, use my line, a den of thieves, and I got to cancel the whole package. I got to get rid of all my cable, everything. She got the Dodgers, the package, everything. It was normally $200 a month 5-6 years ago for $49 because she was on a fixed income. And because she asked for it. When was the last time you guys asked for a discount? I can't afford this. What can you guys do? Do it on your health insurance. Do it on your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your renter's insurance. Do it on everything. And if you don't have renter's insurance and you're renting, you're a fool, because what happens when the building burns down and you get nothing? And it's so cheap. My renter's insurance, guys, $69 a year. $69 a year.
That's a no-brainer.
Okay? So...
Yeah,
what's that,
absolutely.
guys? That's a nice meal.
I had a renter a while back had something stolen. They said, do you have insurance? I don't. That's not me. That's renter's insurance.
Yeah.
So that's a really good tip. These are all good tips. I appreciate you.
No. But I mean, we could talk. We were rambling inside. I said, let's go film this. So
Absolutely.
You guys, again, my channel's I Allegedly. And, my background is that I'm a connective marketer. I do a lot of medical and startup conferences. I help companies raise money and got into YouTube 2.5 years ago. I absolutely love doing this. And, but, the finances and the news and everything that's happening, it's daily, man. And if you think that this is just gloom and doom and we're just living through kind of a dark patch, guys, I'm telling you this right now, 10 years from now, you're going to look back at this, and this is going to be an epic time in our lives. And today are the good times. This is good times right now, and you've got to prepare for what's going to happen, because it goes downhill from here for a while. It's going to get better at some point, but is it going to be a month, 6 months? Will you still have a home? Will you still have a business? Will you still have a job during that time? Who knows? If you're ready, you're going to weather that storm.
Absolutely. And I want to show everybody what Dan brought me. He's got his
club
mug on a piece of silver.
Yeah, we made a 1 ounce silver coin that we gave out, and
that's so cool.
Chris is one of the good guys, so I gave him one. So
thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
But again, guys, I followed your stuff, man, and I love it, and I just think that people need, from the ground up, you got to be prepared. And prepping, I'm telling you, man, this is not.
Are we prepared for anything?
Prepping is a lifestyle. Prepping is lifestyle with security. It's with your banking. It's with everything. And people go, oh, it's so expensive to do this. It's not expensive to do this.
It's convenient.
It's convenient. Oh, man.
We need food. We go in the pantry and get it.
Right.
And then when we go to the store, we just put it on the back and you eat off the front. It's like having a grocery store at your house.
It's funny. My daughter, for the longest time, was like, oh, Dad, we got to get an earthquake kit. Yeah. And then once we had it, she never mentioned it again. All the headaches go away and all the threats go away. So seriously, guys, this is, let's walk away from the truck a little bit. Just the peace of mind goes there. And then when the health crisis hit, we didn't know how bad that was going to be. So prepping for this made it really easy. So,
that's cool.
You can never be too ready for anything.
No.
Okay? It doesn't mean you lock yourself in your house, you live your life, you have a good time. Chris is a great guy. I grew up in the construction industry. He's got a really good construction background. But man, he's been a successful guy from everything he's done. And from that has created other opportunities, okay? And again, I hate college debt. I think that people need to get rid of stuff like this. People need to change their mindset when it comes to making money and just going out and working with what they have. One thing I do with businesses when I consult is, how can I get them more sales without spending a dime more? And people are blown away by that because it's within, and you can do so much from within, but you can do so much within from your house. And again, even if you're alone, don't think that you have to, oh, I've got to have a partner to have this be successful. You need to be successful. You need to have the right mindset. You need to get your physical health in order. You need to stay away from drugs and alcohol. You need to be ready for this thing, and it starts with mental and physical fitness. And again, walking a little bit, get outside, meet people, enjoy nature, and get outside. I mean, it's funny. I just did a study on one of my videos where all these lonely people die faster. All these lonely people get sick faster because they don't have anybody.
Yeah, loneliness kills faster than smoking.
Right? Isn't that crazy? And again, just irresponsibility of smoking, is crazy. So, just one step at a time, guys, and you can fix this. But I love his channel, and there's solid advice here, guys.
You can tell we're like-minded. He's
okay.
He's one of us.
No, but I mean, it's funny, and we're talking about this springtime. Me and the Economic Ninja coming out to Louisiana and hanging out and shooting some videos there, man. So
we'll get them on the pond.
Yeah, oh, I can't wait.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on, and you guys have an awesome, awesome day.
Like and subscribe to both channels, guys.
Absolutely. Later.